We are joined in another week of the wonderful EWG League. And as always, I'm your host, aka Nick. This is the Passion Pit. I'm the real Invictus, aka Nick. I'm just fumbling everything tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. We are here. We're getting ready to go live on this match. So let's get started with what map we're going to be seeing here first. And we are starting on a scarred hardpoint, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if that flyover is going to be coming up for us in just a couple seconds. We appreciate that as always. And you know, Scar plays very heavily for those SMG players, for those AR players. I do apologize again. Jeez, man. And again, so one of those things that we just have to figure out mostly for the side is basically whose ARs are going to be able to chow here first. And what is going to happen here as you look the team rosters coming up? Thunderclap unit going to be MF, Tommy, Merc, and Duck. And for the side of Reflex, Zero Mercy, Loperis, Deadpool, Superfiction, and Lacus. We'll see how that gets played out here, ladies and gentlemen. If we can figure it out, we're trying to figure something else out on the back end of the things for EWG's sake. Just some of the teams can't get into their voice channel. We do appreciate it as always if you can get into it, if you can't. But ladies and gentlemen, let's figure out what's going to happen. What is going to be the thing that we see here more consistently from both sides, and whose ARs are going to be able to rotate, have the frying ability, and be able to do something intensely good for their side when it comes down to it. One of those things that we have to figure out here in the long run of things, and who's going to be able to, have a good standout map number one. But as we go on deeper into the series, we head to a Colossus S&D, an exposure overload, and if we need map 4 and number 5, it's going to be Colossus Hardpoint and Raid S&D. And if we talk about the teams a little bit more here, I know we gave you the rosters, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to be talking about the teams here a little bit. This is the first time, I've casted some of the players here for the side of Thunderclap. And, I'm curious what they can do here and how they're going to be able to play, not knowing a lot of information about them. But for the other side, I have casted some of these guys before, Deadpool being one of them. He was a stand-in, standout player when we were casting for the RCL for a little bit there. And he was definitely someone that was frying consistently, but will he be able to do it on this game? Different game, different league, different mindset holistically. So one of those things we have to figure out for both sides. Who's going to be able to open up the first part of this hill on P1? Whose ARs are going to be frying off the rip? And we might see that third AR, that fourth AR come out as well for both of these teams, just because this map plays so advantageously towards the AR. And we just, trying to figure out some things going on in the back end of things. We do appreciate you guys. We do appreciate you guys for coming into the little bit of the pre-show, but we are going to be heading over to a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen, just to let these teams get ready and, get the lobby fully loaded up, as we do have everyone in the voice chats. We're just waiting for them to get loaded up into the lobby. We appreciate you guys as always. We'll be back with map number 1, Scar, and whose ARs are going to be able to take it. Will it be Reflex, Zero, Mercy, or the side of Thunderclap unit? Be back in just a second.
Didn't know you could move like that. Got lost in your eyes too fast. Take the risk, I can't let this pass. Tell me about you, though I'm not the type to ask. In the club for broken people, let's say place. Faded vision, the laser filling the space. Liquor confused emotion if I'm okay. Feel the top of my shoulder walking away. Gloves on, caught a quick glance. Know the feelings of a romance. Love at first sight, and the night is young. I just hope you're the reason. It ain't my drink. Smile when my drink go. Oh, she get low, dance slow. Tell the DJ turn it up more. Not going home. She the one till we kicked out. Just turn it up more. When I die, don't leave roses on my grave. No superhero gonna come and save the day. All to my mind, the illusion, all the pain. Don't blame controller, it's whoever playing games. When I die, don't leave roses on my grave. No superhero gonna come and save the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. EWG League week number 1 brought to you live and direct here on the Real Invictus channel, aka the Passion Pit, as we open up onto the first part of Hill, and it's going to be the side of Thunderclap unit that are going to be able to have a little bit of a timing here for both sides. They look to be going very, very well off the rip. Good time getting collected here, having the worst side of things too when we look at P1 rotations. Deadpool able to connect onto one, but another 3 dead here for the side of Reflex. Zero Mercy is not what you want to see, as Lack is trying to find one, can't get it done. Duck able to pick up that MF with the help as well, as it is a back and forth into the back part of the map. Here come the rotations onto P1 as a smoke does get deployed, and it does look like that's going to probably not be something that is good. We're probably going to get a reset here, maybe. We'll see what happens, as I'm not sure who threw the smoke there, ladies and gentlemen, so we might not see one. Just allowing this team to try to get back into the hill. Both teams fighting back onto the top part of hill, as it is a 1-for-1 battle. Tommy, he left up by himself trying to find something here, as he does spot out one. Next one up on it, gets it as well. Now looking to rotate already for his team, as they have full control over this one. And a 1-4 start for Super Fiction is not what you want to see from him, as MF already throwing out these stuns and nades. As he pops another one, that's going to be another 4 dead here for the side of Thunderclap unit. Let's head into a quick listen in with them as they continue to roll the side of Reflex. Zero Mercy.
1 dead. Two more here close. I'm gonna stun over for you. 1 close plane.
He's weak.
Up blue.
Dead.
Oh yeah, he's so weak.
They could have spawned behind us. Dying up. Mid-cut.
I got him. I'm telling you, top P5.
1 top blue. P5. Oh my god, shit on. This is funny there. I got time.
Any my front?
Throw it dead.
One front. Front. Bullet.
I'll flip it.
One more there. Dead. Flip.
Dead. They flip. No, they're. Yep, they flip.
Flip. 1P1. P1 dead.
Oh, this. Oh yeah, baby girl. Dead.
Top P5. Top P5.
Close plane.
Oh my god, these guys are actually getting.
Backing up. Bloody stallion.
1 P2 hitting the back. Deep.
I'm soaking.
Deep. I flip.
BYU?
Bump.
You want weak?
Bump.
As you heard it there, giving a little bit of the troll comms in it as well, not respecting the teammates. And players they're playing against here, but they have every right to, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 100-point club, and we're only on P4 rotation. They have collected the majority of this time, and their teammates are still fighting out as well. Just continuing to fry a 15-4 start from Duck. Tommy, 10-5. It's Merc, 13-6, looking to fry continuous. And on the other side, it is an abysmal start right now, as Duck gets a huge one onto the kill as well, onto the transfer spray, as it does spot him out into the back part of the map. They want to trap them in here, and so far so good with doing so, as they collect back onto the hill time, as Super Fiction is going to be the first one up. They do spawn onto this P2 side. It's Merc now playing crucial in the time here. MF on the 8-8. Lackus looking for something up top green, but it's Merc just holding down these rotations, and the teammates for the side of Reflex. Zero Mercy really need to get into this hill time, as MF just running around freely with the SMG in hand, only able to get one. Next one up is Lackus, and Duck able to take care of him. It's Merc in the back, just holding down the spawns. His teammates able to collect back onto that kill, and Tommy right now having a beamer on them. But it's Duck, really, 20-5, just completely frying the side of Reflexes. MF gets another one. He gets the 3rd as well, as they look to try to rotate this back into P1. They want the white side, and they do have it for now. But the spawns do come out, do have a little bit more of shenanigans going on, as it is 181-32 here, favoring the side of Thunderclap unit. Just absolutely frying in this map number 1. It is an abysmal start for the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. Let's head into another listen in with the side of Thunderclap unit as they continue to roll the side of Reflex Zero Mercy.
One store. Spur.
Still spawning out.
RG.
Just threw a god nade, don't worry.
One store, one in.
Store half health, I just lag. He's hitting through store, I think.
Store. Yep.
We're looking for.
Last one in, no?
He's weekend. Up top.
Weak half.
Go one shop. One shot shop. One shot shop. Wall bang him. Wall bang.
Last one shop. He's pushing through. They push through our side.
Two on. Two on, one. I got one. Yeah.
3.
New.
Hooray!
2 for 1.
One shot
One
new.
already
One
new.
shot new. Literally a bullet.
They spawn back there, 18. Dead eyes.
He's one shot this top rails.
What the
You
fuck?
regen?
You doing
Lord-
around the road? Oh! One blue.
Weak rails.
I spawn blue.
One hop.
In shop, in shop.
Oh yeah.
Shop flame.
Yeah, they're trolling over there on Thunderclap unit, and they're trolling their teammates for a very good reason. This is going to be an easy win for them in map number 1, and they continue to try to fry here on the front side of the map, just holding the hill time. They, I do believe, can win it close, actually, on this hill if they hold the rest of the remaining of the time. And it's another triple kill in the lobby. It's Merc having some clutch up kills for himself. And it is going to be the next hill that we go to. I do believe P3 is going to be the decider. Can the side of Reflex Zero Mercy get any more time in the game? Or will this be where it's done and dusted for the side of Thunderclap unit? And it looks to continue to be as you spot out one into the top rotation onto Airplane. But again, the kills do fall a little bit here for the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. But Deadpool can't get anything to go there. MF now pushing up. He has AR in hand, able to clutch up onto one, spots out another, able to get it. Can he get the third? Pistol kill, getting shot out, but his teammate able to get that one as the hill time. Now goes purple here for the side of Thunderclap unit. This is where they make their stand, and this is where they take map number 1 in a dominant fashion for them. Huge map number 1 coming out of the side of Thunderclap unit. And they thunderclap them in map number 1 because, oh my good lord, MF with a nasty little piece here at the end, showing his streak ability. I mean, he was 8-8 one time when we checked in with him, but he was able to finish 21-17. Maybe not the top of the lobby, but definitely helping out the team. 29-14 from its Merc, Duck 27-13, Tommy 25-15, and MF, like I said, 21-17. Nothing to really write home here for the other side. Unfortunate goings on over there. But, ladies and gentlemen, we head to a map number 2, which could be interesting now that we have seen what the side of Thunderclap unit has in their back pocket. You saw them on a long-range map. We'll see their SMGs come out to play a little bit more here, especially in the hard point. Expect to see maybe a sniper as well. Not really sure what to expect for the side. But for the side of Reflex Zero Mercy, also not really sure what to expect here. Haven't really casted these guys in any of the other leagues. So it's more of just what can we see? Can they bounce back? Can they do something to bring themselves back into it? And for the side of Thunderclap unit, it's more just keep doing what you're doing. You're frying them. You're able to get the initial kills on hills and stuff like that. It should transfer over to the SNDK mode. First blood should be a plenty for the side of Thunderclap unit. I do believe we're getting a lobby switch here, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to be heading to a break for just a couple seconds here as we will be seeing you guys here in just a couple seconds. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head into the first round of S&D here. It is going to be the side of Thunderclap unit and Doug, who had a huge first round in the hard point, opening up with the sniper as well as they push over towards the harder site to win. MF able to get one, but the kills do fall for the side of Reflex Zero Mercy, and now the sniper left up by himself, and that's going to be that as they take the first round here on the defensive side. But now we switch back on over, switch gears towards that next side. Super Fiction able to get a crucial kill here. 2-0 start actually from him. A huge one going in, but defensive side now push back onto the side of Thunderclap unit. And that's really what you wanted to see if you were a viewer coming to watch this Reflex Zero Mercy side. You really need to bounce back into the S&D. Everybody but one person on a kill. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that donut cam does not discriminate here. If you are on a donut, you will be getting donuts thrown at you just the same as breadsticks as the kills come back and forth. But at first, it is going to be the side of Reflex Zero that do fall. And this is just a breakdown here for this side as they need to try to find the kills here. Super Fiction left up by himself. Does get spotted out, able to get the next one, but they are closing. They smell blood like sharks in the water, and they are able to clutch up the round. Now 1-1 tie here, favoring nobody. I mean, really, defensive sides have won it out right now. Looking a little bit better, but first couple rounds still in. We'll see if these teams adapt and change to the play calls on the offensive side right now. But we head back over to the side of Thunderclap unit. They only got one guy on a donut. Nobody on donuts over here on the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. They got a couple of breadsticks, but that is about it. But we head into the next round. It's Merc looking to try to find the first blood, and he's trying to do it off a nade kill, which is a crucial shout here as the spot outs have not come out yet for either team. As the smoke goes on through. Teammates now looking to try to see if they can find some kind of inkling of a play. As the spawn is going to be going up, stun is going to be checked as a sniper is able to collect onto it. Nade kill also helps, and now only left up into one, and he cannot do it. This is a very bang out S&D style of a map, but defensive side still winning out as Lacus able to collect onto the final kill here. You're only about 3 rounds deep. We'll look to see what the scorecard looks like on round 4, if we got any breadsticks, if we got any donuts to throw. But we'll see here after this next round, as it could be tied at 2s, or it could be the side of Reflex Zero Mercy going up with another score. But they need to try to find a play here that works for them on the offensive side. They have been bogged down. Both teams actually have been bogged down into this middle fight, and Tommy able to connect on to first blood, as it is MF just making a wrap route, and he's able to collect on 2, looking for the third, and he's able to do it. The third kill with ease as well, and now tied at 2s. The side of Thunderclap unit looking very good there. No one reading the route from the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. Just unfortunate timing for MF. As we are 4 rounds deep, ladies and gentlemen, the donut cam is going to be coming out. Donuts raining on its Merc. Unfortunate for him, but he's only 0-2, so he really just hasn't probably had the opportunities to get kills. He's not 0-4 like we've seen before, but the opening blood could help him out. We're going to stay on his POV until he can find that kill maybe, as it does look like he's just holding the rotations here, really just not having opportunities to clutch up on any of these kills. MF now getting the bomb planted as we head into the middle of the map, and this is where he could find one as he spots one out. He's going to give information over to his teammate. MF collects onto another one into the backside of the map. So far, so good. This is where Merc could find his kill. He needs to find it here, as it's now a 2v1. It's Merc and Tommy left up against Lacus. Spot out does happen, and he's able to get one on the board, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you want to see. A 3-2 here, and the first offensive side win. Chaining together rounds now for the side of Thunderclap unit. As Merc does get one on the board, but he is not away from it yet, ladies and gentlemen. Still going to be on that breadstick cam. We're going to throw a couple breadsticks at him, but he needs to try to find the next kill here, as we are going to be headed over to his defensive side. Breadstick cam is a little bit less disrespectful than the donut cam, but it's still only one kill, as he does pop out that nade. Maybe can connect onto something there. Nothing home, though, as it does look like this is going to be a B rotate for the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. This is, a play where it can, favor the AR. So nades are going to be coming out, and connection onto it. This is going to give information over for the side of Thunderclap unit. I don't believe they know that they may have bomb over here. On the side of Reflex Zero Mercy just playing very passive into the round. His first blood does go down. Does favor the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. It's Merc now headed over to this A side to try to figure something out on the rotate. As it is Lopris able to find one. It's Merc now, left up in a 1v4 scenario. Can he do anything here? Spot out does happen, and nothing goes his way, unfortunately. He's not able to pick up the kill. Now tied at 3s, ladies and gentlemen. At least in the S&D, we are seeing these teams fight for every inch, fight like they're heavyweight boxers right now. This is what you expect a little bit more in the S&D. And I expected it at least in the map 1, but there was no fight. But neither here nor there as we head into this next round. Tied at 3, 6 round deeps here, ladies and gentlemen. Reflex Zero Mercy. It's actually, my bad, the side of Thunderclap going to be on the offensive side, making this B play happen. And the spot out does happen. The shots do come on through, as it's Merc. Not going to be able to find one. But the team nade, I do believe, connects onto that player. It's unfortunate. A Super Fiction missing a little bit of shaky shots there. And that's going to be another 3 dead here early. But in a 1v3 scenario, this Deadpool needs to try to split the map here. MF does get the bomb down. 2 people holding this blue door. Needs to check early. He does not spot out the first one. This crossfire is just a mean one here. And the side of Thunderclap unit able to take it to the B side, able to get the bomb down as well. As you saw, they wanted to do that in the first round. Just weren't able to get it down as they do in this one. We'll see what happens in the next one. So far, so good. If you're them, you have been the only one to really, be dominant here on the offensive side. Round wins. When we head back into this next round, it's Merc still on a 1-banger here for him. But we see some good scores from the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. 7-4 from Super Fiction as we head on out into it. First kill going down for Duck. He does get that sniper play. And it is going to be MF in the back of the map that connects onto the second blood as well. Bomb carrier now a little bit worried about the scenario. Last one up is going to be in lower, and that's going to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Another fast round here for the side of Thunderclap unit. Now 5-3 scenario. We've seen the 5-3 curse happen before, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if it can happen here. But right now, we just need to see if they can deal with the pressure if you're the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. And it's just one of those things that we have to figure out. MF 10-4 on the rotating routes. He's been doing very good work for his team. Looking to try to finish this out with maybe another triple up in the kill feed as his nades do go out. Nothing connects, nothing home. As now the smoke comes on through. I believe a cluster nade was even invested there. I'm not positive on that. But kills coming on through. Lapras left up by himself. Kills come on through, and that's going to be that, ladies and gentlemen. The side of Thunderclap unit able to 6-3 in dominating fashion here. That was a map that you needed to see. The side of Reflex Zero Mercy win. They needed a bounce back here to keep themselves alive in the series, and a 10-4 from MF, 8-6 there from Duck. And you know, a 1-3 doesn't really tell the whole picture there, ladies and gentlemen. He's holding the rotates, holding these angles, making sure no one's coming behind him. But very, very well. We head into the next map here, and it is going to be an overload on exposure. What can we expect here? Maybe an 8-0, maybe something interesting, but seeing how the scorecard is taking us right now, we really need to see if Reflex Zero Mercy can even bring themselves back into the series. They really need to start it here. They needed to start it last map as well. They were able to make it interesting in map number 2, but you know, at the end of it, they were just able to run around it, get 3 round wins, and just, you know, clutch it up when it matters the most for the side of Thunderclap unit. But we head into an overload where it takes both styles to play. You need the pressure. You need the, you know, the smart plays when it comes down to it, to rotate it out, to make another play to the other side. So, I mean, both of these game modes make a great game 3 when you think them stylistically. We'll see if the side of Thunderclap unit can take it here, or will it be the side of Reflex Zero Mercy winning their first map in the series? I do not know what's about to happen here, ladies and gentlemen, but I have a good guess on what it might be, as we are going to be heading to a quick break, I do believe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if we're getting another lobby switch here. I do believe so. So we will see a lobby switch. I shouldn't say that. I do believe we're getting another lobby switch. I'm not positive on that there, ladies and gentlemen. But if we're not, we'll be back and ready to go here as soon as possible. We appreciate you guys. We're going to head to a quick break. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. Okay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Caster had to use the restroom there as we are joined back into it, and we are here. We do appreciate you, ladies and gentlemen, for staying tuned into it, and I'm sorry for having to walk away there for just a couple of seconds. We do appreciate it, as it is the side of Thunderclap unit going to be able to have this first capture zone here on their back, but they do go down 2 dead. No blockers in position now for the side of its Merc, as he is left up now by himself, able to clutch up onto maybe 1 kill here, as his teammates are going to get some help for him. So far, so good. It looks to try to get this point in, but Lapis, Lopris, not having it done for him, as he does die to a nade kill. Deadpool able to drop as well, as this is not a great start if you are the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. And a breadstick cam being enacted here on map number 3 is not what you want to see, ladies and gentlemen, as the start has been a little bit slow here for Deadpool himself. As we do head back into the P1 side, as a reset is going to be fully available now for both sides. The fight down into mid as a 1-for-1 trades pinstripe kill feed is happening across the map, and you see it just continuing to go on. As Duck can't get the second one, as Lapos able to get another one back and forth, and still another pinstripe kill feed. Just no one having an inch, no one able to get anything going, as an 8 kill does get connected. No trade out coming on through. Able to get the second one if you're Tommy as well. And again, a back and forth. So far, so good for both teams. No one allowing this middle of the map to get pressured by the other team, as Duck does have the point in his eyes. Can't get it done though, as MF now in a precarious position, but COD timing may have not been on his favor in that one, unfortunately, as we head into the next rotation of things. And again, a little bit of interesting stuff coming out from the side of Reflex Zero Mercy, as I do not believe we are allowed to use that in the game. And a pistol kill as well, as the point is going to get picked up. Oprah's looking for another one here. Can he find anything? No, he cannot. His teammates aren't going to be there for the block, but the trade out kills trying to come on through, and MF with some fancy wall bouncing there, as the side of Reflex Zero do go down 4 dead. Let's head into a quick listen in with the side of Reflex Zero Mercy, as they try to hold the defensive line here on.
The ones are A.
I'm looking P3. He's bottom somewhere. He went bottom. He had to go bottom.
Top floor on me, top floor and outer.
I'm coming to help you. He's our spawn still on P3. He's still our spawn.
Yep.
Three on me. One's...
I'm coming here B right now.
They're top tower. They're
Looking our suspension.
We got it.
I'm nading. Yep. I got two. Three.
We gotta play.
I'm pushing up. I'm stunning over. I'm looking mid.
You heard? I'll pick up your mid. I got your mid.
Heard. I'm looking out right. Nothing close left.
Oh, dead. Dog shit.
One more mid. Make up.
Weak. Nice.
Top solar. He's bottom left. Bottom right solar.
He's
One shot. If you kill that.
Yep. I'm spawning in. I spawned in fucking Narnia. They're coming.
And he heard it from the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. They're trying to hold on this point, only allowed them to give 1. And Thunderclap do go 2 dead, unfortunately. Looking for more kills is Lacus, unable to connect onto it. Maybe a secondary score coming in, but a teammate close onto it. Not gonna happen, as a recap does get pushed in. We got that 30-minute runoff timer here. 30-second, I should say. Holy, I am out of it right now. But exactly, thank you, production, for that. We appreciate it as always. Given the little calm there, that was out of this world, as halftime does get enacted, and we will see what the second half looks like here, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, so far, so good for both sides. A little bit better from the side of Thunderclap, but they need to still have their defensive sides come on through, bring themselves up a little bit here in this one as well. As so far, so good. Locke saying, what's up? What's up, everybody in chat? We appreciate you guys, as always, for joining up. And we head into this next round. Thunderclap unit able to collect onto 1. Let's see what they can get on the next round here on the opener. They're up 2-0. And remember, we will be going to a map 4 if the side of Reflex Zero is able to clutch up this one. Kills coming on through for both sides as the kills do get connected onto. And again, this is where you can see the push happen. The pistol out for its Merc. No blockers in position, and he's kind of giving them, you know, an interesting spawn into this one. And they are not able to get the initial kills on the reaggress as they do pick up the point. And now Lapras able to get 2. Again, the round does start to slow down. The push coming through Sandside. No one home, but he does not know that from the side of Thunderclap. Only one left up there. Stun does connect, and a back and forth trades do come on through. Back and forth we go. 2 for 2 kills as the point is headed out through mid, I do believe. They're playing very tight towards each other, looking to try to capture this point. Last player up, gonna be able to get it. Tommy looking to try to rotate this out. Super Fiction able to get 1. Can he get any more as he jumps past? Able to get the shot as well. Make it 2 for him. The kills coming on through for his side. 2-0 start now for the side of Thunderclap unit. Still doable if you're the side of Reflex unit. It is not out of reach just yet. Cruise missile does look to be coming in. You can see Tommy already giving info towards his team on where these players are going to be, where next up is going to be as well. As the stun does go out, MF now looking to capture here, and he's able to do so. 3-0 start. Rolling if you're the side of Thunderclap unit. Spot outs into the spawn happen as well. Now pushing on to this P5 side. Kills do fall for Thunderclap for now. Let's head into a listen in with the side of Thunderclap unit as they continue to fry in the front side of this map.
Weak.
Yeah. Close. 2 there. 1 more. Dead.
3.
Push out, push out, push out, push out, push out.
Spawned all in the back.
I heard you. He's on me? Ooh.
Yeah, he did.
Spawn mid. You can come mid again. You can come mid.
Watching dirt right now. Or not dirt, long.
Should
No,
be
I'll
all
go through
coming
mid
mid.
long. Yeah,
Yeah.
go away, go away, go
Two
away.
of them. Is it
I
under our window?
I got it.
A cutout?
Chasing me.
Dead.
I got stun. Want a bullet there? Oh, I thought you got that shit out.
Oh, 1 more. 2 more.
I mean,
And the listening sounding a little more calm and collective here in the overload, maybe locking into it. We got some info over this. These guys are not as good of an overload team as they should be, but right now they are looking dominant in the game mode. Thunderclap unit able to collect on to maybe another point here with 1:30 left to play here, ladies and gentlemen. Reflex is going to have to get on their horses and try to block this one out. MF does go down, so does Tommy. And now the recap is going to be a reality. But the spot out doesn't happen to Duck, as Duck does spot out too. And that makes it a 3rd for him. I say that, it is Merc able to collect onto 3 for the team, as a point is going to be captured by Tommy again. B-bang out it is, ladies and gentlemen, as we do head over toward it. 5-0 start now. Pistol kill still going on in. And this looks to be out of reach for the side of Reflex Zero. Kills have not been going their way in this one. 13 and 27 from Deadpool, unfortunately. And for the other side, everyone above 20 right now, just looking for these slayouts, as Tommy is 31 and 14. This young man on a 5 streak right now, collects onto another one with the team shots as well. Time dwindling away. He's got another cruise to play with, as that will be that. I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, nothing the side of Reflex Zero Mercy can do here. A 5-0 victory it looks to be here. Maybe a late cap, late heroics coming on through, as a cruise missile does get vested again. As 3 die in the kill feed, and a teammate also falls. And that will be that, ladies and gentlemen. The side of Thunderclap unit thunder clapping the side of Reflex, Zero Mercy, out of the lobby, 3-0ing them in the series as well, as they have crucially won this map and series in a 3-0 fashion. They win it in 5-0 fashion here on the Overload. Really dominant performance from them. We'll see if they can continue on with the run. But ladies and gentlemen, as you see the final scorecard come up, 35-15 from Tommy, going absolutely nuclear on the last map. 27 non-traded kills. Huge one from him, as we will be headed over to the winner's circle here in just a couple seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys, as always, for joining in. We'll be getting an interview with the side of Thunderclap unit here in just a couple seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in the winner's circle here with the side of Thunderclap unit, and one of the players, captain as well for his squad. Merc, talk to me a little bit about this series. An absolute dominant performance in map 1, and what do you attest that to on a Scar hardpoint? Your ARs were slaying. You even had an SMG out as well. Just, talk to me a little bit about what it means to, 250 to 63 a team in a B group in EWG.
Yeah, I mean, we're really excited about, our performance. Anytime you get your first match, you can have those first match jitters. We've been playing a lot together. We played, in BO6 a lot. So I think that really transferred over to BO7 and our ability to play together, on Scar. Scar's probably one of our better maps. We are a more AR heavy team. MF is probably our only, main sub for the most part. So that really helps us, and yeah, we're playing well.
Definitely so. Definitely playing well. And then we head into an interesting map. Colossus S&D doesn't come out very often here, especially just, a lot of teams do not like to play it. 6-3 decision in the final there in map number 2. But really, it was back and forth, until the later half, until it wasn't almost. You're able to chain 3 rounds together and eventually wrap it up with a bow. But, talk to me about your guys' S&D prowess and, one of the guys I want to talk about here a little bit is MF, man. That guy was hitting flank routes out of nowhere. 10-4 is what he finishes. Talk to me what it's like to have a guy like him, like an S&D star on your team like that.
Yeah, no, when MF is flying through the map and able to pick up those pinches and those flanking kills, that makes a lot of things easier for us. Everything's in front of us. And yeah, I mean, our S&D, we played a lot of, CMGs leading into, rank play and all that stuff. And I think that showed with our S&D. And yeah, MF is definitely a big difference maker when it comes to our search and destroy.
And the chat, we have some of your, maybe some of your owners, some of the people watching back as well. They said you guys were, having a little bit of struggle here in the overload game mode, but it did not look like it. Reflex Zero Mercy not even able to score a point against you guys. 5-0. And a guy, we talked a little bit about one of your teammates. This is another little bit about one of your teammates too, but talk to me about a guy like Tommy, man. 35 and 15, 2 cruise missiles enacted into map number 3 as well. Man, I mean, what is it like to have a guy that's slaying out with the AR in hand like him?
Yeah, when Tommy's actually shooting and not shooting windmills like he can from time to time, I mean, it's a world of a difference for us as well. I mean, he's kind of a radar for us. Always calling out stuff on rotations and hard points, but then even in overload too, kind of calling out the rotations and making sure that we try to play somewhat of a functional system. And thank God that today he showed up and played well. And if he keeps doing that, it makes things a lot easier for us as well.
Definitely so. And talk to me a little bit. I know we joined into 2 listen-ins with you in map 1. We heard some zesty comms coming out as well. So talk to me about that. What is it like to have that in your comms as well? Building you up, maybe, making you chuckle, making you laugh, because really that map 1, you guys were dominating from, start to finish. And it really wasn't close at any moment. But, talk to me about those zesty comms that we heard.
Yeah, we talked about it before the game started, that if you guys had joined up and for any listen-ins, we were going to do zesty comms. Just don't want to have fun. I mean, at the end of the day, this is what the league is for for us to have some fun. I mean, we're all older individuals, so we don't have time to play challengers and all that stuff, but we try to play competitive as well. So just want to have some fun, and that's kind of the whole point of what this league is.
Definitely so. And you hit it right on the nail. The whole point of the league is just to have fun at the end of the day. And you definitely heard it coming out of the comms from the side of Thunderclap unit. But, the last question we do here every time on the chat is a little bit of an interesting one. It's a harder one to answer sometimes too, because, we are in week 1 right now. These matches do matter, but anything you would like to say to the rest of the B group teams out there that might be watching you play tonight and the rest of the league?
Yeah, I mean, hey, best of luck. When we shoot well, and if you catch us on a bad day, then it could be a bad time for you. If you catch us on an even worse day, it might turn out to what happened with Reflex Mercy today. So let's just not be Reflex Mercy going forward. Thanks.
You heard it here first. He does not want to finish a map like that. 3-0 fashion coming out. He wants a little bit more of a challenge, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys, as always, for allowing us to cast. The winner's circle is over here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be joining back up in with the send-off here in just a couple seconds. We appreciate you guys, as always, and see you then. Let's talk about the series here. Not much to write home for if you're the side of Reflex Zero Mercy. You lose in 3-0 fashion. They dominated you from start to finish. 250 to 63 map 1, 6-3 in map number 2, 5-0 when it comes down into the overload as well. It was a back and forth when we started off at the beginning, but really the side of Thunderclap unit able to take it in easy succession. And another thing too, this side of Reflex Zero Mercy did have moments, but those moments were very few and far between against the Thunderclap unit side. Unfortunately, it just doesn't go their way this evening. The kills were not falling for them. Starting 1-7 on an overload is not what you want to see for your side if you're a fan out there watching these guys. Just one of those things. One of those things that is, more of an interesting one for sure as we head into the send-off here. We do appreciate you guys, as always, for coming in here. We do appreciate the last little bit, the 8 viewers that are over there on YouTube and the people over on Twitch. We appreciate you guys, as always, for joining in and watching the stream. As always, we're getting some gas in the YouTube chat as well. W Casting, thank you as always. Ark, we appreciate you, man, for joining back into it and giving us a little bit of insight of the team too. And for the side of Thunderclap unit, just continuing to show your prowess on these series, on these maps. You heard it first from the interview as well. You need to have something go. They want a challenge, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be honest with you. They were showing dominant force prowess here, pressuring out the map when they needed to, and showing why they are, a scary opposition when it comes to this B group. One of those things that we just have to figure out here a little bit more. And, it happens at the end of the day if you're the side of Reflex, Zero Mercy. Sometimes you go into series and it just, the kills aren't flowing. They're not going your way. The map's not going your way, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, we appreciate every one of you for joining up into it. And as always, big shout out goes to the man behind the screen doing production for the things that you're seeing, all the visual stuff that you're seeing on the screen right now, everything that's going into the stream. That is going to be my boy Dre. We appreciate him as always for doing it and taking the time out of his day to do it for us. And then also going even further than that, a big shout out goes to the EWG League as well for allowing COD players and casters to have the opportunity to do what they love at the end of the day. And a little bit more of a shill here for us. If you guys want to, make sure you guys get involved into the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys get involved into the Discord as well. That is a place where you can reach out to us and, have DM's a little bit hard sometimes. We both work outside jobs, so it's a little bit harder for us to, answer every DM when it does come through. We appreciate you guys if you do go ahead and utilize that as well. And the YouTube channel is going to be where most of VOD is at. As always, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very interesting series here for the side of Thunderclap. 3-0 in, really, no time at all, to be honest with you. And it's just something that, the side of Reflex, Zero Mercy needs to go back into the, the chalkboard and try to figure something out here, headed into what could be their second matchup of the week later on in the week as well. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with them as well. But thank you as always. I have been the Real Invictus, aka Nick, and this has been the Passion Pit. We'll see you guys in the next one.